Very real chance this could be a game where we see first Baron before first blood. It depends if they are disciplined enough to set up this bottom side play, and Team WE doesn't try and orchestrate a Jarvan and Orianna play to burst in before the Taric ultimate can land. Because if Samsung keep prepping around this mid lane and top lane turret, they could get something to happen. It all depends if W wants to sit and defend.
Well, they're going to look for it.
Dead.
First blood will be picked up by Ruler onto Xie, the latest of Worlds 2017. Tower is the focus as well. Going to drop that one. Third tower of the game.
But that all in terms of the macro play, in terms of playing around tempo, being defensive where you need to and getting big advantages on other sides of the map. Samsung have done that in Game 2 and Game 3. And you feel this kind of strangulation of WE, even if the kill score is so low.
You also have to wonder, though, how much advantage can Samsung get? Because they need to have a lot. They need to play around this Baron, unless W can get the fight.
Body slam was interrupted there. Condi still got Cataclysm available, but look at the Radiance. That's going to buy so much time. Now it's a 5v4. Good shockwave in reply. 957 gets the feast out. It's a 1-for-1 jungler for support. Cube gets a taunt up, knocked back, and Xie's dropped down. His flash means nothing. Samsung Galaxy are running away with this fight as they're trying to run Ben and Mystic down. Mystic takes a couple more volley shots to the face and ends up being a 1-for-3 in favor of Samsung.
And there was 21 minutes of pain leading up to that moment of the surgical demolition from Samsung. WE goes for the fight, but they just don't get the clean initiation. The Taric ultimate ends up going down.
They've never made a final. In fact, when it comes to Gauntlet playoffs, they're 0-9 in the postseason. They haven't won a single game towards getting to one of those regional finals. It'd be an absurd world where a team could win the world final potentially, having never won their domestic league.
Yeah, and Team WE, even though they won in spring, were the third place team in the summer split. But even refocusing in on this game, there is still the slightest of chances that Team WE find the right team fight. If they can somehow burst Ruler, get the shockwave, and he has not flashed it,
everything is possible. He has hit his item spikes just fine.
They're going to try for it.
Going to try indeed. Cosmic Radiance will be good. Stand United still available, and the trigger was not pulled, so they traded two ultimates for one in favor of Condi.
They would have loved to blow more, but that is still going to be something. Cosmic Radiance is down. Greater chance they can find the fight they're looking for. Notice there is 2 lockets on Samsung's side. They are both up to answer the shockwave.
Flash was big. Condi needs to find a way to get some of his health back, especially without the Cataclysm. So Samsung still being fairly confident. Here's Ambition!
All right, Ambition's got the Stand United on his head. Mystic is able to buffer the escape on that rocket jump. Now it's a full-on 5v5. Shockwave pulls back too, but it's only the front line. 4JJ gets feasted down, and Samsung win. They get the first kill. Their damage dealers went untouched.
It's the double locket meant that the shockwave did almost nothing. Both of them popped, negated all the burst damage, and from there they're looking for another turn.
Yeah, Cube's going to look for that taunt flash possibility, not going to find the target. Ben gets shut down as the Weaver's Wall locks him out. There's 9,000 gold in the lead, and Samsung...
You can't have your carries continue to move forwards. Not the case with the double locket, and Trevor, he went for the Banshee Veil because he was on the way to it, saw the Fiendish Codex. He felt pressured enough because of how the game was gone, not confident enough to go for the Void Staff. It's one of those weird spots where maybe you need to hit and hope with the Void Staff and accept that you don't have the defensive opportunities. We talked about calculated risks in Game 1. This feels like very much a defensive choice in a game where you don't have the latitude to make it.
At this stage of the game where it is, you need that 3,000 elo shockwave, and a Banshee's Veil's not going to get you close to that, especially when you compare on the other side, Deathcap, Leandries, Morello, and Voidstaff for Crowns Talia. He's just going to be destroying people with that threaded volley. So Baron up to turrets remaining. WE now have to defend against Baron empowered minions.
Yeah, and it's a double Mountain Drake Baron. So I think that's also why Ruler picked off this rapid fire cannon. It's not necessarily the item you would expect out of the Varus, but it's for those siege shots. They Taliyah all around with the double Mountain. That was easy. But Samsung is also just making it look that easy.
Cutting through the tower like a hot knife through butter. Inhibitor falls as well. WE, they don't fancy themselves any opportunity for an engage yet.
Yeah, and Team WE has probably just waited too long to find these fights. They were never able to orchestrate that right engage, and it's the gold that is really paying off right now. it's just a 3-inhib destruction by Samsung. Team WE, the reason they're not engaging is because the game just ends on an engage, and they're hoping for some type of lucky fight with Mystic, but Samsung is not the team to get to.
Trying to find an opportunity. Cosmic Radiance starts getting channeled, and Condi will stay alive just a little while longer, but the chain of corruption spreads from 957. He's forced to flash back away. Now Ambition takes a couple of autos. Look at those shields and the lockets and the heals. The third inhibitor falls. Samsung, despite fight looking a little bit hairy, they get... Crown has gone to the library and picked up the same book that Faker was reading from yesterday. Got himself 9 stacks on that Magi's. 35 minutes. There's the next dragon, not an Elder. However, this game may be over before that even gets a chance to spawn, because Samsung, they have just absolutely controlled what felt like every stage of this game.
It's just so demoralizing if you're WE, this team that fancy yourself in a late game team fight. You would have been happy with the pace of the game being slow, but they kept slipping. Maybe they weren't even conscious of it, but every second running into a much faster pace, because this game ends when Samsung chooses for it.
3 inhibs down, don't even need the Baron, because there are 6 super minions that can crash at the same time as they prep this push, and they're even just pulling them off the turret with another Talia wall.
Yeah, that rapid fire cannon's going to keep Ruler safe as well if needed. There's the engage from Condi. Can't even finish the Cataclysm. He just gets dropped where he stands. Between Crown and Ruler, they destroy him. Team WE, last Bastion, last Nexus turret, last chance in a 4v5. Cosmic Radiance start getting channeled, and Ben will get split away from the team. Mystic goes down before he does. 957 and Shie, the last people standing. It will not matter, it will not care. And Samsung Galaxy are 1 win away